see my hip?
Your head's just in there. It needs to be up a little bit.
All right. But for the camera, I'm just going to move it a little bit like this.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, what do you think?
Yeah, that'll do. Yep.
All right, all good? Okay, so welcome along to your stretchy session. We're going to do a little bit of prep work with your shoulders for jack session, which is mostly forearms and upper body. So let's get started today in a position on all fours, and then slide your elbows down onto the floor like this, and have like a moment to walk the elbow forward. Okay, and hopefully you have a mat at home so it's not so ouchy on your elbows, but really we kind of want to slide back onto the triceps here. Okay, so pressing your feet down into the floor and feel grounded all the way down into your toes, and then press down into your elbows, and as you inhale, I want you to imagine rounding your back and pulling your elbows towards your knees. So that's an inhale. And then as you exhale, just relax fully, allow your chest to fall down towards the floor and lift your head like you're doing cat-cow. And then we'll round the spine, chin to chest, and then exhale, lifting through your head, full breath out. We'll do a few more rounds. Round through the spine, breath in, pull the belly in, push into the floor, and then exhale and curl and round. Okay, so next one, you're rounding through your spine, and I want you to really engage your belly, push down into your feet, find that sense of earth through your lower body, and then just relax your upper body to the point where you can still keep your abdominals engaged. So it should feel a lot stronger there through your upper back. We'll press down into the elbows and imagine dragging back like you're trying to sit your hips back onto a wall that's 3 inches behind you. And then find full exhales into your underarms and allow that exhale to find a deeper sense of stretch. And we're here for 2 more big breaths in. Exhale, belly is in, you're sitting back. Exhaling fully into the armpits. Last one. Huge breath, inflating fully. And then as you exhale, you're sitting back and pulling those elbows back. Lengthening out your arms and sliding your hands back towards you. We'll draw the knees forward and sit back, hips to heels, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling, finding a big breath in. And then as you exhale, wrap your arms around your body. So let's first take your left arm on top of your right. Walk your fingertips around so that you've grabbed a hold of your opposite shoulder blade. And we're just going to rock this position side to side. So left to right. I'm getting a bit of neck cracking myself, a little bit of self-adjustment. Just loosening up the shoulders. And as you come back through center, I want you to imagine holding onto those shoulders as close to the shoulders as you can get, and trying to pull the arms apart. And what you'll feel is that the delt stretches here. Yeah, so just 3 of these, we're pulling apart. And then soften Refine a grip and pull the elbows apart. And of course they won't come apart because you're holding on. Final one, big breath in. Holding onto something and pulling those arms apart. And then if possible, we'll take this bind, which is called an eagle bind. So we wrap the arms in as close as you can get to palm. Find that, even if it's wrist to wrist or if you're still holding on to shoulders. And then we'll find a breath in to lift. Now, still we want to keep the belly engaged, so we're feeling more of the movement through your upper back, elbows up and fingertips back. And then exhale, curled around. Just 3, inhale, lifting up. And exhale, reaching forward to round. Squeezing those elbows. Last one, big breath in. Reaching back and hold there. 3. Imagine pulling the forearms apart, like into one another. And for 2, shoulders down and away from the ears. Reach the arms to the ceiling, find a big breath in. And then as you exhale, grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand and we'll side bend towards the left. Pull back to the right. Both arms reach up towards the ceiling. Opposite arm comes on top. So bring that right arm on top, wrapping your arms around. And once more, we'll just find this side-to-side movement, left to right, just loosening there through the ribs. Good, and then coming back through center, and we'll find those pulls. So hold on to something and pull the arms apart. Or imagine like you're pulling the arms back to their own respective sides. And then soften, and then inhale, pull. So we got last one for a final exhale, sitting up nice and tall. And then going for your eagle bind. So it might not be a full eagle bind, you might be holding onto your arms, or maybe you've wrapped just the fingertips around your opposite arm. Lifting up, inhale, keep the forearms squeezing to the midline, and then exhale, curl and round. Inhale, reaching up, elbows up and fingertips back. Exhale, reaching forward, curling belly in as you round. Last one, big breath in, we lift the elbows, reach the fingertips back and hold there. 3, extend the elbows to the ceiling, hold. 2, and then inhale, reaching up, this time grabbing a hold of left wrist, right hand, and just pulling your hand over towards the right, breathing down the left side body. All right, we inhale, come back through center, let's place your hands down to the floor. Coming onto all fours, and for this position, I'll just turn to face you. Let's take the right leg out to the right. Turn your right toes out to the side, and we'll bend your knees. You can bring your hands up to your waist, bending into the right leg. So it's kind of like a warrior 2 position, but we do have that back leg down, so it's nice and opening through the legs. So bring the hands together to touch the center of the chest, and then use your hands to guide the chest so it faces forward rather than towards that right leg. And as you inhale, I want you to press out with your arms as you sit down into the right leg. Inhale, bringing everything back. We come out of the shape a little bit. And then exhale. And inhale. And last one there, exhaling, sitting down nice and low. Lengthen out through the right leg. Place your left hand down to the floor. Right arm comes up and over. We'll find this revolt or a modified side plank pose. Lift your right leg up. We'll stretch through this inner right arm as you reach back. Grab a hold of the inside of your right foot. We've done this one a couple times. Let's tuck the tailbone under. Kick back into your right hand and bow your chest forward. It's a little bit more thoracic opening here. Tuck the tailbone, lean yourself back. Final exhale. Right leg goes long. As you inhale, come all the way back up. As you exhale, right leg comes down. We'll take the hands to the chest, left foot steps out to the side. Turn the toes out, sit down into this modified Virabhadrasana 2. Exhaling, the hands press out. Inhale, gather the energy back to the chest. We come out of the pose a little bit, grounding down through the right leg. And then exhale, pushing in. You should feel a really strong stretch at the inner lines of the legs. Let's inhale, come back through center. And exhale, hold here, 3. So the belly pulls in. We're lifting from this right leg for 2. And then inhale all the way up, turn the left toes, right hand comes down, left arm comes up and over. As you're here, use the outer line of the left leg and then bend your left knee, reach back with the left hand and grab a hold of the inside of your foot. You want to tuck the tailbone, turn the palms of the left hand up to the ceiling and then begin to kick back. So opening through the thoracic spine, we have to engage the glutes and engage the belly to feel some movement there in your upper back. So tuck the tail, engage the bum, and start to feel that movement up the spine towards the back of your head. Final breath there. Take the left leg long this time. Place the left hand down to the floor, left and right knee meet the mat. Big breath in as you open through the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the knees, coming back, finding downward facing dog. Good. From down dog, lift the right leg up to the ceiling, find a big breath in. As you exhale, draw the right knee in towards your nose. We'll place the right foot down just underneath your chest. So it's a bit of a shorter stance. Left heel spirals down to the floor. We'll square the hips here, find breath, and then exhale and fold over the right leg. This is a strong hamstring position, so if you need to bend your right knee here, that's all good. Let's pull the right hip back. Level 1, you're bringing your hands to your hips. 2, hands to heart center, and 3, arms are forward. It's a little bend in the back of the knee, lots of hamstring strength. Pushing into the right heel, reaching forward, and inhale, coming all the way up. So we'll take the position of reverse prayer. So the arms reach out to the sides. We turn the thumbs down to the floor. And to any amount, we're gathering the hands together in this prayer-like position behind your chest. The higher you go, right, will indicate more open shoulders. So if you need to modify, you're just bringing your hands a little bit lower here. As you inhale, lean back and use your hands, especially if they're behind your chest, to move the shoulder blades together, the elbows move back and the chest lifts. And then as you exhale, once more fold forward. So rather than folding like forehead to knee, just think really long here. Yep, really long in the chest. You're finding a 90-degree position. We're just holding there for 3. Pressing the palms if you have the bind, hold for 2. Inhale, soften the right knee, come all the way up to standing. Left foot comes up to meet your right. Keep your left hand where it is. Right arm reaches to the ceiling. We'll bend the right elbow, reaching back. Seeing if you can interlace your fingers behind your back for this Gamu bind. Some of you won't be able to find that bind today, the full one, so you just take the half bind, left hand to right elbow. As you find breath in, feet come to hip width distance apart. We're side bending towards the left, or to the right, so we're softening a little bit more through the left shoulder. You'll feel a really deep pull there, especially if you're in the full bind on the left shoulder head. And then inhale, come back to center, we'll go the other way. So now we're softening left elbow towards left hip. If you have your left hand to the right elbow, just create resistance as you pull the right elbow back towards the ceiling. All right, big breath in, both arms reach to the ceiling. And exhale, hands fold through heart center. We'll fold down to the mat. Placing the palms on the floor, you can either hop or walk back to plank pose. We'll just move through a vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. If you're modifying cobra pose, otherwise upward facing dog, breath in. And then exhale, rolling back over the toes and coming back to down dog. Left leg lifts to the ceiling. Once more, we'll step the left foot just underneath your chest. Right heel spirals down to the floor. Hips are squaring, so modifying here if you need to with your hands at your hips and a nice deep bent left knee. Otherwise, the left leg is starting to lengthen, right? If you're up leveling, hands are forward. Let's all add a small bend in the knee so you can really feel the hamstring fire. Arms reaching forward, pushing into the back heel, and inhale coming all the way up. Reach your arms wide as you find this bind. So the more space you find here, the thumbs start to turn to the floor, the easier it is to find that reverse prayer position. Press the palms, elbows are back and chest are lifting. Breath in, and then exhale, ground to the back heel. Can you keep that awareness in the back right foot as you come forward? Left hip pulls back, anchoring through the back leg from the belly. And rather than just like folding down, I want you to create more strength. So long back chain here, pushing into the left heel, left hip back, palms pressing and elbows lifting for a final breath in. Good. Let's step the right foot forward to meet the left. Right arm stays where it is. The feet are hip width distance apart. Left arm lifts to the ceiling. Some of you might have this full bind. Okay, if that's not the case, right hand to left elbow. Take a big breath in, side bend first to your left. So as you do that, you'll feel a really nice pull on the front of the right shoulder, especially if you have that full bind. It's a really nice delt stretch. Hold there for a final breath. Just nice and soft in the neck and face. And then inhale back through center and we'll side bend the other way. Over to the right, thighs are firm. And then let's inhale, come back through center. Both arms reach to the ceiling. And exhale, hands down through the center as they come down to the mat. Half lift, inhale, push into the palms, sweep the feet back, find your own vinyasa, chaturanga. If you're modifying, finding cobra pose, Otherwise upward facing dog here, and then we'll roll back over the toes and find down dog. So you can choose to either stay in down dog if you're up leveling in this little break between your yoga session and your fitness session. Perhaps you're finding dolphin dog, which is like a forearm plank, but like in a plank position, right? So you can either find down dog or dolphin dog. All right, guys, thank you for your session today and enjoy your fitness.
Hey guys, welcome to day 12. We're going to do some postural corrective work and awareness work. So do some lengthening of the spine and some stability, and then we're going to do a little bit of upper body strength as well. So starting on all fours, this one's called the Superman. We're alternating, working with our right arm, left leg. We're going to go for 5 reps, and then we'll go to the other side. So it's opposite with our limbs. And what we're looking for here is that we're not rotating the hips. We're keeping the hips square with an engaged belly and keeping active through the hand that's on the ground. So we hold here for 1 second and then change back in. Just working on one side, keeping it slow and controlled. Focusing on my left glute and having my right thumb up towards the ceiling. And last one. And change. Keep active through the core. Spread the fingers through the right hand so you're nice and stable. And last one. Then from there we're going to do some mobility, so elbow towards our wrist and then up, looking up towards the ceiling. Same thing, just going to do 5 on one side and then change sides. Breathing in, breathing out. Change. And last one. Very good. Okay, back to the Superman. This time we'll alternate sides. So drive up and other side. Okay, for 5 each side again. Work on lengthening through the spine while keeping active through your core. Stability is the focus with this side, so slow it down if you're moving through the hips and the shoulders. Last one each side. Good. Back to mobility. down, see if you can get a little bit more range by looking back a bit further. Eli's joining us. And change. Good. Last round. Now we're gonna, if you're feeling like you can progress this movement, you're feeling stable, this is the progression. Otherwise, if the last movement was hard, just repeat that one. But essentially we're gonna go in length and then come together and round and flex through the spine and then extend through the spine. So it just creates a little bit more instability through the movement, making it more challenging. Change. And then now we're going to thread the needle, so come right down and then drive right up. One. And change. Last one. Eli, come on. Yeah, out. Good. Okay. Start the strength piece now. So we're going to do a little bit of core work within the upper body strength piece. So the sequence of movement is a narrow grip push-up. So my hands are in line with the shoulders, my elbows come in. Chest touches the ground, I drive up, I then touch my opposite shoulder, touch my opposite shoulder, touch my opposite hip, touch my opposite hip. Okay, that's one rep. We're going to go for 5 reps with a 10 hollow rocks in between. So if you haven't done the hollow rocks before, that's here, that's 1, that's 2. Okay, so core's involved in both of these movements. We want to try and keep nice and stable and long through our spine, active through our core, minimal rotation of the hips and the shoulders. Okay, so you're keeping a nice posture throughout both movements. We're going to do 3 rounds of each movement. So 5 of those push-ups with the shoulder taps, hip taps, into 10 hollow rocks, 3 rounds. Okay, so find a comfortable spot. We'll start in 10 seconds. Because we're working on strength, just slow the tempo down. The stronger you are, the slower you go down in the push-up. Ready, set, and go for it. So push-up, tap the shoulder, tap the shoulder, tap the hip, tap the hip. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. Last one. Very good. Okay, going on to the back. So you can do the hollow rocks with arms overhead, that's more advanced, otherwise arms by the side. If you're getting any back pain with the movement, regress the movement to 10 leg lowers instead. Which is that one there? Okay, ready, set, and go for it. 1, 2, 3. Keep it engaged through the core. Squeeze the knees, keep the whole body engaged. Last one. Very good. Okay, flip over into push-up position. 5 seconds. Set your hands in line with the shoulders, fingertips out wide, so you have good base of support. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the feet together. 3. Last one. Very good. Give yourself 10 seconds. And then into your hollow rocks or leg lowers. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. Good. Last round. 5 seconds. Set the hands in line with the shoulders. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Focus on keep squeezing those knees together in this round. Minimal movement through the hips. Last one. Very good. Give yourself 10 seconds into our last set. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go for it. Squeeze the knees together. Very good, guys. Thanks for joining us today. Remember to get links to the whole program and the days going forward. Subscribe on my website, preparelikeapro.com, and take a selfie at the end of this workout and hashtag on your socials, preparelikeapro. Cheers, guys. Thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow.